Hello everyone, this is Whovian Maverick, and today we are going to do a Doctor Who tier list, and it's about the modern series, 2005 all the way to the present, which is now. And I'm gonna be making a tier list because I saw other people doing tier lists on Doctor Who, and I was like, I want to do that too because I have some pretty interesting opinions about each season. So I wanna share that with everyone today. So let's get started. Anyway, so let's start with season 1. Obviously, I like season 1, but it's like I know everyone loves it, but in my opinion, it's not one of my favorites. It's okay though because it's not horribly bad. It's just that back then, Doctor Who, the quality was really bad. You could see like a lot of colors fading in the background. I didn't even like the TARDIS back then. There's so many colors, and the shading was bad too. But still, I think Christopher Eccleston was a good Doctor. Some of the episodes were really fun. My favorite from season 1 was Bad Wolf. I find that one really fun because it's all about like the weakest link. That's a game, and I enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed the whole mystery. So I'm gonna put that. I really want to put it at A tier, but I feel like I should put it at B. I'm gonna put it at B. It's a solid B. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing either. It's just, if you want to get introduced to Doctor Who, you can start there. It's the best introduction, for sure. It's just that, in my opinion, I don't really like it. It's not something I'll rewatch nowadays. So now, Season 2. Season 2 of Doctor Who is very underrated. And very underrated, considered by most Whovians. So where did I put it exactly? I did like season 2 all the way in 2016. I love season 2 back in 2016, but then it's 4 years later, and my opinion has kind of changed. I don't completely hate it. I will say it is better than season 1 in my opinion, because we have Daleks, we have the return of the Cybermen, and what else? We also have I guess more adventures with the Doctor. This is David Tennant's first season, and he does amazing. So I have to give him that. And also Sarah Jane returns in this season, and so is K9, and that's cool, right? That's really cool. And yeah, I just find all those episodes really fun. I'm most likely to rewatch this season than season 1 in my opinion. So now I'm just gonna put it at A. Not awesome, but you can enjoy it for sure. Season 3. I very much like season 3, but it's kind of hard now because it has changed. I could say I really want to put it in the same category as season 2, but something's holding me. It's like between B and A kind of for me. I just don't know where I should put these or put this one because this is a Doctor was really weird back then, where it had this weird kind of thing where we had this weird monsters, like for example, season 3 had one of the weirdest episodes in my opinion, which is the Shakespeare Code and the Lazarus Experiment, which I consider the weirdest episodes of Doctor Who. So I just think, and it's all considering Gridlock is also in that season, those are pretty weird episodes in my opinion. So, I don't know. This could be the weird side of Doctor Who for me, because season 3 is just weird. Even when we entered the Master episode, whatever, it gets weird too, because, I don't know, the soundtrack just gets weirder and weirder, and I'll show you right here. There's a song that, I don't know, but season 3 just got really weird, like, okay, we get introduced to Donna and Martha, and we also get the return of Captain Jack, and that's great. It's just weird though, and the Dalek stories were, well, just be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I think I kind of like the Dalek and Manhattan episodes. I don't hate them as much, but I see why people really hate them. I remember watching this. That was one of my first episodes, but I don't remember it too much. But I can't really hate it, so I'm just gonna put it in. It also had Blink, so I want to consider that too. That's really hard. I want to put it in A. Sorry, I'm a bit biased, but I'm just gonna put it in A because I like weird stuff, I guess. All right, season 4. Oh, don't even. I'm just gonna put it right here. Yes. Let me explain. I don't even have to say anything. I love season 4. I love like 90% of all the episodes, including the specials. And yes, I do not hate every episode in this season. It's either they're just boring to me or I don't find them interesting. But I love a lot of these episodes, like a lot. I could probably talk about them later. I love Partners in Time. I love The Unicorn and the Wasp, The Silence of the Library, Force of the Dead, and also like Midnight, Turn Left definitely. I love Stolen Earth and Journey's End. I love Waters of Mars, and I have a little bias between The End of Time. So yes, those are a lot of episodes in the season, and I love them. I love Donna as well, and the Doctor. The 10th Doctor and Donna are the best. They're the best in the season, and I love that they brought every other companion from the past seasons to help the Doctor at the end. I love that. I love that all the Cybermen, the Daleks, the Master return in this season, this whole season, and I love that. And it feels like classic Doctor Who. Have you ever wanted to know how, if you're like an old Doctor Who fan who only watched the old Doctor Who, if you wanted to know how a new Doctor Who was like, this whole season can describe it for you, because it's aged very well. Some parts haven't, but this season has aged very well, and it's still really good. The writing is amazing too. It's very godly. So yes, I don't find anyone disagreeing with me on this. Season 5. People expect me to put it on S tier, but I don't know, because season 5 hasn't really aged well for me. I like DLM Power, and I also like Amy's Choice, and that finale. That's it. So yeah, I don't really. Those are the only episodes I love from that season. Everything else is just boring or like mediocre, in my opinion. I can't really say I love the season, because I can't say that 4 episodes can completely make it the S tier. So I'm gonna make it A tier. It barely doesn't enter S tier. It's like barely an A tier. So I'm sorry. Season 6. Now this one I like more in season 5, because I have more episodes I like. I like Impossible Astronaut, Day of the Moon, Curse of the Black Spot, Doctor's Wife. I like, what else? The Good Man Goes to War. And I also like the finale. So yeah, that's it. But those episodes are really fun, considering that I love more episodes from this season than the other season. So I just have a big bias, because I remember watching this more than season 5. And I also like that River Song is a big part of this. Yeah, but I also have like a lot of questions, but I won't mention them here because that's for another time. But yes, I have a few questions about season 6 that I will not disclose today, but another day. So it's in next year. Now this is where it gets interesting, because season 7 is considered by many people to be bad. But to me, now you can tell, I really like the Doctor Who 2013 intro, which I play a lot in my videos, and I sometimes get copyrighted for it. But I really love that intro, because it feels like classic Doctor Who. And I know people don't like this side of the 11th Doctor, but I really do. I love this dark side of the Doctor. I even love his outfit and stuff. That's why I really didn't connect with his outfit and his era of Doctor Who. I found this piece of era of Doctor Who to be my kind of favorite 11 Doctor episodes. This one's all my favorite 11 Doctor episodes. I'm gonna put it in S tier, because I love all the episodes. I can confidently say that I love 90% of the whole season, because none of them are bad. Well, some are bad, but I can skip them. I'll be like skipping 3 episodes and that's it, and that's like the whole season. I will say the early episodes of season 7 are pretty weak and very mediocre, but I love as soon as we meet Clara. I love all the episodes when we have Clara, because I find those fun, and also the music pops. This is my favorite kinds of music in Doctor Who of all time, because I don't know what is it, but the music is just really good. Murray Gold did so good at making the music for the season, and I had a great time. The writing was okay. People don't like Clara, but I don't really care because I just love the stories. I love the concepts within each episode, and I especially love the intro, without a doubt. And also Dave the Doctor is important too, and I love the intro. That's the biggest part. Alright, this is where people lost interest in Doctor Who. So let's say season 8, Peter Capaldi's first season. Actually, I like it. I very much like it. I'm gonna put it in 8 tier, but let me explain. I'm gonna put it. It beats. It's like right over here. And yes, let me change this. Actually, there you go. So season 8. Season 8 is okay for me. But I love how they. Isn't it just a little weird that they use 11th Doctor's music in 12th Doctor's first season? Like, you'll notice that the music that Murray Gold used for the 11th Doctor is also used for the 12th Doctor in this season only. And only in this season. Like, you'll notice a lot of music that's replayed, and a lot of concepts are replayed. Season 8 is not bad, but it's not as good as season 7. It's not amazing or anything. The introduction to 12th Doctor is good. Pretty good. I liked it. I liked it very much. And the finale was great too, with Missy and the Cybermen. And also, I want to mention, is it just me, or why do we feel like we have Cybermen like every 3 years? I'm not kidding. If you just count, we had 2014 with Cybermen, and then they returned in 2017, and then 2020 they returned. So if you really just think about it, I feel like the Cybermen come every 3 years from now on, since this whole season. Clara is boring. She's just boring. This Danny Pink story is really boring too. The only thing I care about is the music, mostly. The music and villains are the best part of the season. That's why I like it so much. The villains and the music makes it this good for me. And the 12th Doctor also brings a lot of spark, but he doesn't bring his maximum spark until we get to season 9. Season 9 is a very controversial season because a lot of Whovians hate it. A lot of people hate it. But I like it. Like, the first time I saw it back in 2016, it was good. I had a good time. I know why people hate it, but to be honest, when I first saw Heaven Sent, and I didn't see Heaven Sent until 2019, and I cannot believe myself why I haven't seen this episode yet. Heaven Sent was so godly that I just wanted to facepalm myself 100 times. Heaven Sent made this season worth it, but that isn't the only episode I like. I also like, and now, yes, I can talk about Hellbent. Hellbent was bad, and I could tell why people don't like it. So let's just get out of the way. I'm gonna save it for a review later. I like the beginning episode with Davros. I like the Under the Lake and Before the Flood episodes because they were cool. I feel like they were really cool episodes and concepts. And I just feel like the delivery of this whole season was just really, really well executed. Well, the finale was crap, but I very much liked the season more than season 8, in my opinion. Okay, we're almost done. Season 10. Season 10 is fine. I really want to put it at a B. And I'm gonna put it at a B. But it is better than season 1. I'm gonna put it at a B because it's not as good as season 8. Wait. I gotta think about this again. I'm gonna put it at A, I guess. It's written here. Yes, I'm gonna put it there. Season 10 was really good. I remember watching the pilot episode. The pilot. Coincidence. And then I love Extremis and the whole arc about the monks. I liked the Master and Missy teaming up and the Mondasian Cybermen returning. I just love that whole story. Bill Potts was great. Pearl Mackie really gives the spark to the character, which is really good. And Nardole is just Nardole, so I don't really care. 12th Doctor is at his best in this season. Peter Capaldi really gives in the best of his Doctor by far. The outfit is all finished up. His sonic screwdriver is all, like, don't you just love when a Doctor finally has everything that makes him unique? For once, like when I watched season 8, I couldn't really think of anything that makes the 12th Doctor unique. But as soon as season 9 and season 10 came along, I felt like Peter Capaldi really found his unique and sense of Doctor. He really found himself as a different Doctor than all the other ones before him. And I guess I can possibly say that every time people don't like a Doctor, it's because of change. People have to deal with this. I love when a Doctor has changed. And especially, that's still going on. So, that's why I like the new seasons. Because I like change. I like variety. If there's no variety, then it isn't Doctor Who. It's just a boring piece of garbage. So I'm so happy that all the other seasons are different from each other and are very unique. So yes, season 10 was a banger. Let's get to season 11. Now, I'm gonna be a little honest here. I liked season 11. I tried my very best to enjoy it, and a little bit paid off. I liked that I tried something new, but something was bothering me about it. I really want to put in D, but it isn't bad. It's not bad. It's just that it's worse than all the other ones. That's all. It's not a bad season at all, but it's not as good as the other ones. I'm gonna put in C. Because the acting was bad. There was no two-parters, there were no story arcs, and there were no iconic villains at all. This felt like a brief season of just trying to do new things for once. And yeah, it succeeded at doing new things, but I feel like it just didn't feel like Doctor Who without any of the old monsters or any old references to the old classic Doctor Who. I've just felt like this season was most isolated from all the other ones, and it didn't bring anything. It brought a lot new to the table, but I just feel like it didn't bring anything old to talk about. So Jodie Whittaker's Doctor was good. She's really good, but I feel like as soon as season 12 came along, it got better. I feel like the season really got better. I'm put it here because I'm ready to watch it. So yes, season 12 is way better than season 11 because I feel like Chris Chibnall finally got the message that every Whovian was trying to send to him, and he finally understands that he needs to bring older elements to his new Doctor. And he finally did that. He brought the story arcs. He brought the two-parters back. He brought the Master and Daleks and. Well, no, he brought the Master, the Daleks, and the Cybermen back, and it was amazing. He even brought like a plot twist, and I don't want to spoil anyone, but if you haven't seen season 12 completely, I'm gonna spoil something for you. So spoilers. Okay, you're gone. Okay. So they added a plot twist where the Doctor is the timeless child, and I blew my mind. Also, Captain Jack returned with the return of the Jadoon, and I just love that episode too. I just feel like this whole season just woke up. It just became woke, and actually, Chris Chibnall actually thought, yeah, I'll try something similar to like season 9 or season 2, and he did. It's very familiar with the older seasons, and it actually connects and doesn't feel isolated from the rest of the series. It does a lot of old things, but also does a lot of new things at the same time, and it's amazing. I just feel like they finally found their groove doing this season. It's amazing, and if they continue from here, I feel like it'll go and be an amazing season. The show is on a great path if it continues where it is right now, because this season brought what most people love about Doctor Who. They brought out the charisma, and they brought and Jodie Whittaker's Doctor is actually a lot better in this season. Her acting is extreme, but also she uses a lot of intellect to fool the villains, and she's very clever, but also very serious. And for once, I've never thought that the Doctor would be like should be like not the only important character in the whole season, because the Master came pretty important to be the most important character in the whole season, because there were a lot of the Master doing a lot of stuff and talking to the Doctor about how everything's about to change and everything is a lie, and that was crazy. I just found like the Doctor isn't the only most important character in the series anymore. It felt more like the Master is with the Doctor as well, and it's just crazy. And we also get to figure out that the first Doctor is actually a black woman, so I felt like that was crazy, and I just can't believe that plot twist. I completely did not see that coming at all. And yes, I did not get spoiled. I only got spoiled by Captain Jack coming back and the Doctor being the Timeless Child. Everything else, I was pretty surprised. So yes, everything's amazing. I love this season. And that's my tier list. And yes, this is very different tier list. You cannot see this anywhere else. If you agree with me, comment below in the comments. And if you don't, well, tell me why. So this is Whovian Maverick, and I am signing off. And I love Doctor Who. And yes, I might do classic series, but I need to watch at least most of the episodes from the season, and then I could do classic series. So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series, and then I can review them and do a tier list. So as soon as I've seen most of the episodes from the classic Doctor Who, and when I mean most, I mean 80% of the whole classic series, then yes, I might do a tier list on this. But anyway, I want to do this, and I found this really fun, because I get to actually share my opinion and feelings and interests with all the new seasons of Doctor Who. So yes, thank you, and this is Whovian Maverick signing off, and I hope you guys have a great day in quarantine.